The next couple of tools are available in Mapping Tonal Harmony as in-app purchases. You can get them at any time with this add-ons button here. The Upper Structures tool will show you upper structures over every chord in the progression. This is a great tool for piano players, composers, and arrangers. Also very useful if you want to create interesting angular lines when improvising on any instrument. Upper structures add color to your playing like no other device. The topic of upper structures is vast. We have an entire video series on upper structures. I'll put the links in the description below, or you can click on the iCard to learn more. The panel is pretty simple to use. You toggle on or off the different type of upper structures you want Mapping Tonal Harmony to use. Turn off all upper structures except for the major triads. The chart now shows only major triads as upper structures. As you can see, some of the chords in the progression have no available major triads as upper structures. MTH takes into consideration not only the chord, but also the chord scale, thus classifying all 12 tones in music into chord tones, available tensions, and avoid tensions. This classification helps it determine which upper structures are available for every chord that's in the song. So there are no major triad upper structures on this D minor 7 flat 5. If you switch the avoid tritones on minor 7 chords, then some upper structures will appear. By default, Mapping Tonal Harmony avoids having tritones on minor 7 chords because they add too much of a dominant quality to the sound, ruining the subdominant color of these minor 7 chords. But in a more modal tune or section, this could prove very effective. Again, watch our series on upper structures if you don't know what I'm talking about. If we add minor and augmented triads as upper structures, the chart will change again. As you can imagine, there are countless possible solutions, so MTH chooses one at random. You can then use the variation button to get different solutions. Some upper structures create a lot of tension, adding lots of interesting colors. For example, a D major triad on top of a C major 7 gives you a C major 7, 9, sharp 11, 13. Others create much less tension, adding just a bit of color to the sound. A G triad on top of a C major 7 just turns it into a C major 7, 9. You can tell Mapping Tonal Harmony to create a version with upper structures with low amount of tension or medium or high amounts of tension. You can also tell it to randomize it. As you can see, there are no diminished triads option. This is because diminished triads are not effective at all as upper structures. A quick word regarding chordals. We've included 3 types of chordals. They're all 3-note chordals. The perfect chordal is 2 perfect fourths stacked on top of each other and is notated 4-7. For example, F4-7 is F, B flat, and E flat. The altered chordals are when we stack a perfect fourth and an augmented fourth. The major 7-4 chordal is a perfect fourth plus an augmented fourth. F major 7-4 is F, B flat, and E. And the major 7 sharp 4 is an augmented fourth plus a perfect fourth. F major 7 sharp 4 is F, B, and E. So there it is, another fun and endless tool to investigate. The last tool is target notes, also available as an in-app purchase in Mapping Tonal Harmony Pro 8. This is, without a doubt, the most accessible and useful tool in the suite. If used correctly, this tool will take your ear training and improvisational skills to another level in no time. We've done a nice video demonstrating a 4-step method to practice with this tool. Click right there on the iCard to watch that. Let's choose single and then R for root and then play. The melodic line is playing only the roots for the chords. The notes are always in the staff range, so you can play them in any instrument. Enable the Favor High Range if you want MTH to use a higher range. Let's change to 3/4. Now the melody consists only of the thirds or fourths on sus4 chords for every chord in the progression. Here it is with the fifth. How about the seventh or sixth if the chord is a sixth chord? And then the tensions, 9, 11, and 13. Some of these tensions could be avoid tensions in the current chord, so Mapping Tonal Harmony substitutes that tension with the closest chord tone. Choose 11-3 and look at the E-flat 7. It's a G, the third, because in a dominant chord, the 11th is an avoid tension and therefore not a good target note. Let's tap on Combined. This is a good option to practice target notes to improve angularity in your playing because you're leaping across target notes at random. You have the option to combine chord tones, tensions, or scale tones, which are both chord tones and tensions combined. Tap on Lines. In this setting, Mapping Tonal Harmony tries to create lines using voice leading to avoid leaps between target notes. Guide tones create a line only using guide tones. This is the most effective way to create melodies that trace the harmonic progression. Guide tones contain the essence of the harmonic progression. You can also create lines using only chord tones or only tensions, which will make you sound the most outside without playing any outside notes. If you enable the stemless notes feature, you get the same line but with stemless notes and slashes on the rest of the beats. This will unconsciously give you more freedom since your brain won't be trying to play the whole notes or half notes written in the score, and you'll actually view these notes as points of resolution. If you play an instrument that reads in bass clef, enable the bass clef button here. The current clef is shown up here in the chart. The target notes will play when you use the play along. You can choose the instrument sound you want the app to use for them and adjust the volume here. Of course, some settings such as combined chord tones produce hundreds of possible solutions. Use the variation button to ask MTH to create a new line using the same parameters. So there you have it, 4 tips and tricks that will definitely make you a better musician. Please like and subscribe. Leave any suggestions that you might have for future videos and tutorials on Mapping Tonal Harmony in the comments down below. MTH is now available in the App Store, so get your copy today. Thanks for watching.